Hello everybody and welcome to yet another update video. This is basically an update to the update video that I uploaded about a week ago and where I posted a poll about what game to play in the, near future. But before I get into that, let me quickly talk about my general schedule because, as I mentioned in my previous update, I will have to reduce the amount of videos I upload each week because I need some time to prepare for a move to a different city, which will hopefully take place at some point during this year. It will mostly depend on how quickly I'll be able to get everything done and, more importantly, find an actual apartment. That can be quite the pain in the ass. But since I'm not on any kind of deadline, I kind of want to take my time with it. I don't want to jump onto the first offer that I can get, but I want to make sure it's like an apartment I really want to live in for the next, I don't know, decade or whatever. So yeah, either way, I have decided that starting next month, so March, I will take 2 days off each week. And I have decided to just make it the weekend. So there's not going to be any videos on Saturday and Sunday. I picked the weekend because I felt it's just the easiest to memorize. I thought maybe I should pick days that are not like right next to each other, like, I don't know, Monday and Friday. But again, I feel weekend is easy to memorize, so you always know, okay, it's weekend, no Skadi today. And I mean, it's YouTube. It's video on demand. There's nothing that stops you from watching my videos on the weekend if you prefer so. If that's where you have like more time. So I don't think it really matters one way or the other which days I choose. But I thought, it's the easiest option to just say, no uploads on the weekend. And yeah, I guess this will stay like that probably for a few months at least. And once the hot apartment hunting phase starts, I may need to reduce it more because that's when I will probably spend many weekends out of town to, check out apartments. But we will cross that bridge once we get there. And hopefully, once I'm settled into my new apartment, hopefully in autumn, but I can't say for certain at the moment, I can go back to my current schedule. But yeah, that's just the general information about my schedule. Starting in March, I have 5 uploads per week, which I think is still a pretty decent output for someone who is not doing YouTube full time, right? I mean, don't forget, I have an actual 40-hour a week job and a little bit of a social life, as much as any one of us has social life in these unusual times, I suppose. And sometimes I just, need time for myself. So I think 5 videos per week is still pretty decent. But yeah, now let's talk about the games that I intend to play in the next few months. And that's where the poll comes into play. I said I would keep the poll open for a maximum of 7 days. It's been 6 days now, but there haven't really been any new votes in the last 2 days, so I don't think there's going to be any changes. I kind of expected that, because on my previous polls, as I said, like 90% of the votes came in the first 2 days, and I would even say the majority of votes came in the first few hours. Unless they were fake votes. I mean, that's basically how I knew they had to be fake, because after like 2 days where I got maybe like 5 votes each day, you suddenly get like 10 votes within like a few minutes, and it's all for one game. It's gotta be fake, right? So that's why I had to relegate a game last time. However, I'm happy to report that apparently it didn't happen this time. I didn't notice anything fishy. The distribution of votes didn't really change much over the course of the week. I didn't see any unusual vote spikes, so I think we're good. I'm pretty confident to say that we're good with the poll this time. And I'm pretty sure you have already seen the outcome, but let me quickly tell you. The winner is God of War with 34%, which I guess is not surprising because it is probably the most popular or famous of the games in the list. But the poll is still useful to me to see, how much interest there is in all the other games. And in second place, we actually have Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines with 27%, which is a game that got like cheaty votes the last time. But I'm still not surprised to see it in second place because it actually wasn't doing that bad in the previous poll. And I think without the fishy voting, it probably would have come in like third or fourth place in the poll. And that poll had like 8 or 9 games, so it would have been somewhere among the top 4 or 5, I'm pretty sure. But someone really wanted to push it up to first place, and that's why I had to disqualify it. But as I said, I'm pretty sure it didn't happen this time, so I think the second place here is legit. So here's what I decided in regards to the upcoming games. As always, we will have 2 games. I will continue to play 2 games, even with the reduced schedule, just because I kind of like having the variety and not just playing the same game every day. So we have 2 slots, as always. So slot A, we have currently Assassin's Creed Odyssey. And I already mentioned that after that I'm going to play Life is Strange, True Colors. And after that we will move on to Assassin's Creed Valhalla, which is currently the final game in the Assassin's Creed franchise. And I'm pretty sure I will be able to finish it before they manage to make a new one. So once I'm done with Valhalla, I will have a new slot open for other games. So that's going to be interesting. But again, until I've finished Valhalla, it's going to be a while because that's another very long game. So yeah, that's slot A. And slot B, I'm currently playing Horizon Zero Dawn. And after that I will play God of War and then Vampire the Masquerade. So I thought picking 2 games is going to be enough for now. That will keep me busy for a while, especially with less videos per week. So I haven't really thought about what I'm going to do after that. But just because the other games didn't win the poll or didn't come in second place doesn't mean that I will never play them. So if you really had your heart set on Disco Elysium or Control or whatever, don't be too sad. I still may play them. I remember from the first poll that I made, I almost played every game in the end. It really just was like a matter of priority and, in which order I played them. So, yeah, it still may happen, but it's not going to happen in the next month. So, yeah, that's basically all I wanted to say. You know what to expect from my channel in, well, probably at least half a year, if not much longer than that. Especially because of Valhalla, which is a very long game, but we'll see how quickly I will be able to finish God of War and Vampire the Masquerade. So that may be finished by the time I'm done moving. But like I said, I don't really know yet. So yeah, I hope that is at least one game you would like to see. And like I said, the schedule is going to be 5 videos a week. The games are still going to alternate from day to day. I thought about picking fixed days for each game, but with 5 days a week, you have an uneven number, so I can't really divide it among 2 games. So it's just going to be alternating, just with the exception that there's going to be 2 days without an upload. So yeah, that's really all I wanted to say. I hope you're looking forward to the upcoming games. I certainly do. So as always, thank you for watching and see you again next time.